DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Welcome to the DD214 Network podcast hosted by John Clean Sanchez, Jay the #1 cocksmith, and myself, Joe Tex Quilini. Y'all better look the fuck out today. Our crayons are sharp. The box is full. Our bottle of glue is topped off, and our helmets are on tight, baby. We about to rhythm with the tism. FYI for everybody watching out there, we are testing a fucking theory. That's why the opening sound bites are so fucking short.
We're gonna find out soon enough, Daddy.
I'm gonna do some personal digging into this because I'm curious. I'm curious about more side issues than probably what you guys are worried about. I'm worried about things like censorship and freaking denial of freedom of speech and stuff and things of that regard. So, like, if you talk about considering user generated content as a classification of art, you know, and I'm sure you guys can take your happy asses down the J trail on that one. But that's where I'm always coming from. That's also why I get so frustrated about it when you guys hear me talk about it. That's why I get frustrated, because this is like tantamount to what I would consider the closest thing to art I have, like, or that I produce. You know what I mean? Like in my world right now. You know
I mean, honestly, here's my fucking thought. And if it gets to this, I will fucking do this. I will steal my fucking daughter's hot pink electric guitar, plug that bitch into my fucking audio DAC to my Mac, and I will do a live performance of that fucking 5 seconds every goddamn episode if I have to.
You shouldn't have. That's the whole point, though. Like that's.
You shouldn't have to.
You should. No, what all it should take is an email or a freaking something to somebody where it's an actual human being at a platform, let's say like YouTube or Steam or wherever. This is platform irrelevant, and just say, hey, we keep getting fucking strikes for no fucking reason. All of our appeals keep getting denied with no explanation. Like, we need a human being to talk to, because whatever AI algorithm you're using to fucking strike us is fucking wrong. We're not doing anything wrong. We're not fucking monetized. Okay, we're not even fucking sponsored. Like, get the fuck out of here. We do this of our own free will every fucking week. And don't tell me that playing 5 seconds of goddamn a CCR song that literally, like, any red-blooded American immediately knows, okay, because it's in so much fucking media. Okay, fuck off with that shit. If you just don't want us on YouTube, just say so, right? But I'm gonna Karen the fuck out. I want to speak to a fucking manager. I want an actual human being to fucking explain to me over the course of almost, we are now encroaching on 250 motherfucking episodes. We are this close to 250, gentlemen, and we are still getting our fucking hands and pee-pees slapped over fucking nothing, and I'm sick of it. I'm sorry, fucking sorry. Did I put up the episode title? Here we go. If I didn't, I didn't. Here we go. There we go. That's how close we are to 250. We are 3 motherfucking weeks away from episode 250. Like,
I mean,
What do you got?
I know we've got way more important fucking shit to talk
It's
about.
okay. We're burning a little bit of
But-
time at the beginning. Let's get the bullshit out so we can actually
But
talk about our
my one thing is, because again, obviously, tech guy's a fucking nickname, but it's also what I fucking do. And a lot of companies are using AI in the wrong fucking way. To be honest with you. And it's the AI bubble is what's causing these types of issues. Because I guarantee you, if we went back and let's say during the first fucking 100 episodes of this show, I was here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before I officially came in, if I was on the episode then and we did the same fucking opening every week then, before fucking AI was added into the fucking algorithms to fucking search videos and look for shit.
Well, we had previous issues with Facebook as a platform because
that's fucking Zuckerberg. I'm not.
Well, it's clearly not. It's all of them, and that's why it's frustrating because like where else can you go?
Getting at is a lot of these companies have switched to, instead of having people that review these claims or review these appeals, they're using fucking AI platforms. They're and those AI platforms aren't looking at every angle of it, so it's causing these types of issues.
Because they're taking the human element out, and they're removing logic. They're removing logic and common sense.
Well, and that's part of the problem. Like, I use AI daily in my fucking 9 to 5. It's just part of what I do. I have AI fucking coded and set up to do what I need it to do when it comes to me running daily reports and pulling data out of our systems and stuff, and it works. But I use it to allow more time for me to have human interaction with my team, to have that, you know, be able to have more face-to-face time with my team versus having to constantly be in a do not disturb mode, looking over fucking spreadsheet, you know, lines upon lines of spreadsheets of data.
Right.
Where what companies that use it in the sense of scrubbing fucking, you know, appeals to fucking approve or deny, they're just doing that because they don't want to fucking pay somebody to sit there to do it.
Yeah. And it's bullshit. And again, we're talking about what I would basically define as art. We're not being paid for it. We're not monetized. We're not sponsored. There is zero reason to treat this as anything other than a weekly, let's just do whatever the fuck we want on YouTube. Like, and we already stay pretty well within guidelines anyways, because all three of us are fully functioning adults with fucking families, right? So it's not like we're over here going batshit every fucking week. Aside from our mouths, and every once in a while we touch on a couple of sensitive topics, but even then, that's art. That is the art form. Like that's the purpose of this show, right? Is to weekly kind of go to the smoke pit, you know, our version of church, and freaking just have it out. You know, we'll have some laughs. We'll have some cries. One or maybe all three of us will go on a rant about something at some point. Whatever, dude. But that's what we're here for. And they keep removing, or I shouldn't say they keep removing. They're adding obstacles to us. And it keeps happening. This is we're in year 6.
I just sent in a request for copyright for licensing. So we'll see what happens.
As in, like we're licensing, but would that mean we have to pay them?
Yeah.
For use.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Let me know what it costs. I'll fucking pay it. I'm the one that fucking uses the clip.
Pause. We need to have these conversations behind the curtain.
Yeah.
All right.
But John, anyways, you're fucking awfully goddamn quiet over there. I think
John's frustrated too, so I'm going to shut the fuck up.
No. I was applying for the license.
Oh, okay.
John, you're awfully fucking quiet over there while me and Jay are fucking ranting about AI and fucking, impeding our fucking, censorship and impeding our fucking First Amendment right to freedom of speech and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going through your brain?
Yeah.
I was just
absolutely fucking nothing. I'm applying for the fucking licensing rights to that fucking song.
Had to be done. Had to be done. But
Well,
we'll see
and
what happens.
that's
I mean,
why
fingers
you're
crossed.
our producer. That's exactly what we fucking don't pay you for.
I mean, it's just like it kind of makes sense. We should be allowed to play. I mean, like, cause Slipstream, right? I could play a bunch of music from Slipstream, and there is some, Ride of the Valkyries is actually on there, and we can actually get away with Ride of the Valkyries.
I don't mind giving other artists credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
My beef with this is only that we're not monetized. We're not sponsored. We're not making any money. Nobody is giving us any money to be here. This is our show. It's just our show. Like
that's just like, what was it? Fucking
every other goddamn podcast in the world.
Year and a half, 2 years ago.
I mean, at least let us use the Army commercial song. I'll use that.
Yeah, I mean, I can replace CCR with that. That's no fucking problem. I'd rather fucking have, Fortunate Son over fucking the Army song. But
the Army song would be a good button.
For those little opening chords of Fortunate Son are so widely known, and like
and they're used so many other places.
Every radio fucking station in the goddamn country does shit like this. Okay, like every talk show, and again, I understand they're sponsored, they're getting money, right? Because they're monetized. Like if we're just doing it for free, fucking guess what, dude? Like that falls within fair use. That's fucking fair use. Fuck them. Like we shouldn't have to pay. We shouldn't have to pay a goddamn thing because we are falling well within the guidelines of YouTube's terms and agreement and fucking the fair use.
Listen, this is like when I go on, because I do have a licensing for Slipstream, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, because you know the artist personally. Like that's
no. I paid for this.
No. He's not talking about fucking Streaks who does our
music.
Yeah, did anybody else hear a echo there for a second?
Yeah. Give me a second, because this is what I wanted you to listen to. Like, so for Slipstream, like this is what's, and I could play this because I have DD214 safe from this. I gave DD214 the license in this channel for it. And it's like,
yeah. There's times when it makes sense, and there's times when it doesn't. So I'll take a very small half step back. I'm echoing still.
Yeah, no, but to clear that up, Jay, so to keep us safe from like background music and stuff, I have I have like over 6 million songs in my disposal because I paid for a music license from T-Pain's Slipstream.
That makes sense.
And a lot of the music there doesn't really fit DD214, because it mainly, but there's a lot of good. That's how I found some of that like old school music that you liked a couple weeks ago, Jay.
Yeah.
So and then we have Shrieks, which I paid $1 for that stuff from my boys. So that was.
I do want to point out, props to fucking T-Pain though, because Jay, you're not as apprised to this as like me and John, who both are more in the forward-facing internet personas and fucking content creation and shit. So during the pandemic, when they weren't having concerts and shit, T-Pain started live streaming on fucking Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had fucking gotten stricken, he literally got fucking copyright strikes on his Twitch page for using his own fucking music.
Yeah.
That's the shit I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. 5 seconds of CCR.
He came up with the Slipstream platform, and he created a bunch of fucking copyright-free music.
Right.
And then also went out and got licensing for other stuff from other artists, because that's the type of guy he is.
That's worth it, and we're already doing that. My argument again is playing 5 seconds of CCR falls well within fair use. We are not doing anything wrong. We should not have to pay for that on top of it. That's like playing the stupid little fucking Fago jingle from ICP that we got.
I'll tell you this, guy.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
If we get the licensing rights to fucking Fortunate Son, I'm changing the clip from fucking 5 seconds to like 20. At that fucking point, we have the rights to it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fucking play the whole fucking song if I want to.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about happy things now.
Yeah, well, let's continue. I have a continuation of our boy Dick Broom, who's no longer Dick Broom. He's now Dick Face because he shaved his mustache.
Hold on.
You trying
I thought we were fucking done with this asshole after last week.
You're just trying to raise my blood pressure, aren't you, John?
John, you need not have Jay go on another tirade where he says things he shouldn't say on the internet.
You need to hear
it's got to be at least once a week.
You need to hear the TLDR I got for you about his response video, okay? So since the last time we spoke, there's been a lot of SA allegations and CM allegations against him. Yeah, look at Jay's face. So he goes on to say that he's, he's absolutely innocent and all the accusations against him are false. Now, he uses the excuse of sleeping with another cop's ex-girlfriend that he was 22, young, dumb, and full of cum. Not his words, but you get the idea.
I mean, that's why I've got 3 kids and 3 different baby mamas, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, and so he goes on to blame his age and his stupidity and his immaturity for all that stuff. Right.
Was this after? Was this before or after? Like, wasn't he a veteran too?
Yes, he was. And
yeah, he's an 11 bang bang.
So
wait, I'm about to get to that.
Well, which came first, Army or cop? Which came first?
Army.
He was an 11 bang bang first, and he was a fat ass back then.
And then he became a cop at like 22.
Yeah, but wait, listen, because I know you're a little confused about.
I believe he was a reservist.
Right? We just found out that he was in the National Guard.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, he was a nasty girl.
Yeah, he was a nasty girl.
Giving them an even better name, huh?
Yeah. So listen to this. In the 11 years that he spent he was a specialist the whole time.
Okay.
Like,
there's no defense. Come on.
Even in the National Guard, that's bad.
Yeah.
National Guard. I have seen some old ass specialists, but these are dudes that like probably fought like in the fucking Gulf War, and were just doing their time in the Guard, and so like they're done. You know what I mean? They were just doing their thing.
Yeah, they weren't chasing fucking promotion points and trying to fucking go up.
Yeah.
They were just they served during Gulf War. They went into a peacetime. Yep. They had no intentions of fucking going anywhere. Yep. They rode it out until they got fucking some kind of benefits.
They filled sandbags when there was a flood. You know what I mean? Like that they did the freaking
do stuff.
Yeah. So
they do stuff. So he goes on and he talks about how he what's this?
Did he ever deploy? Did he deploy?
He did deploy. He deployed to Kabul, which he put a picture up and with a geolocation, which OPSEC, fucking idiot. But yeah, he goes on to blame, every other person except himself, and that he's done hiding behind his beard because he had a hard time drinking coffee. So
first off, he didn't have a fucking beard. He had a fucking dick broom. I have a fucking beard. What he has right now, even after shaving off the dick broom, is a fucking ball tickler.
Daily bread just in time.
Dick broom ball tickler. Dick Broom Ball Tickler. That's his fucking name.
It's just I can't get out of my head the fact that he spent 11 years in the National Guard and didn't So on top of that,
specialist Dick Broom Ball Tickler.
Yeah. On top of that, he goes on to talk about his bail enforcement job and his bail enforcement job, where he said that the person that was running the place, he had told them, he was like, oh, but I didn't take any of these tests. I'm not qualified. And that the guy said, don't ask any questions, son. And so he did, which I think is complete bullshit.
So hold on. I get
things happen.
I did some digging on my end, and I found several bail companies in my area that have been shut down for that exact reasoning.
Oh.
So there are some companies where they'll bring someone in because of their background
experience.
in Dickler and Ball Tickler's fucking reasoning.
That'd be like
he had the infantry background, combat tour, fucking.
If you ever have to use bail enforcement, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what state you're in, go through a fucking reputable company. If you need to know who's reputable, ask the fucking court. Ask the fucking court. Okay? Because holy shit, you never know who's gonna be fucking kicking in your fucking door.
Right.
And like certain states have different states have different laws regarding bounty hunters. And actually, there's one state in the union that bounty hunting is outlawed completely. But bounty hunters go by very, very different rules than fucking cops. So you go through a fucking if you or a family member have to ever use bail enforcement,
the way
go through a fucking reputable company.
Looks like he's about to take a dick in the fucking mouth.
He does kind of look like that.
He definitely moans when he fucking puts a corn dog in his mouth.
God damn, I love that fucking joke, dude. Oh.
Yeah, but yeah,
he eats hot dogs a long way for pleasure, not for fucking consumption.
Yeah, so yeah, that went down. So I mean, holy shit. I mean,
I'm sorry,
man.
I can go all fucking day with this shit.
We're so stupid, dude. Like, it is fucking. It's fucking. I love that. I said that one night. It was probably Friday because it was karaoke. I said that to a little gaggle of us that were hanging out in between karaoke songs. And everybody lost their shit. Like they had never heard that before. I totally lifted your joke. I just wanted to let you know. Like fair is fair, dude, because that's like the funniest shit I've heard in so long, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad everybody got a kick out of that because
love that shit.
So I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go handle something outside real quick. Something just came up. You guys handle it. Start talking about.
I need to get the fucking teleportation device ready and come there.
Kick his ass, Seabass. Hey, speaking of the freaking Super Bowl. So, first off, I want to just remind everybody that's here on a semi-regular basis how fucking right we were. You guys should have. You guys
fucking right's an understatement.
We were so fucking right last week. We called that shit a mile a fucking way, man. If I was a gambling man, there's a reason I'm not a gambling man. Okay. But if I was a gambling man, I would be a lot richer today. Okay, we called that a mile away.
By halfway through the fucking third quarter, Jay, I was like, shit, I should have fucking bet on this game.
I don't even like having thoughts like that. There's a reason.
I hate having thoughts like that, but it still fucking crossed my mind. And then I messaged you.
For every time I call some shit a mile away, there is an equal and opposite reaction on the other end of the luck scale for me. So, like, for example, I told myself probably, what year is it? 26? Oh my God, probably 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I told myself, if on the upcoming pay-per-view of whatever UFC event it was, if you can pick three fights, a trifecta, and just win or lose, whoever wins or loses, freaking like you can bet, you can gamble. I have never done it. And to this day, I almost, if I'm paying attention to a card, I'll pick three off the main card just to see if hasn't happened yet. Has not happened fucking yet. So I do not gamble.
Yeah.
There will be, oh yeah, this team's totally going to win the Super Bowl next year. And it turns into like last year with the Eagles wiping their asses with the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like I'd be wrong. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
But this year, we were fucking right. Like we were 110% correct. We called that shit through a spotter scope.
Last year, I was slightly correct because I told you last year before the fucking Chiefs-Eagles game, with the way the fucking Chiefs season went,
that
the Eagles were going to fucking take it. And you were like, nah, we're a championship team.
I don't think that's quite out of the conversation. We can go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure.
We'll have to go back a fucking year and look at that episode.
I'll look at. I don't know.
You did defend the Chiefs quite a bit.
I defended them by virtue of them getting there. But much like the Patriots this year, okay, like they clearly had no business being there last year either. You know what I mean? That's like so. So yeah, back to like kicking the Patriots in the dick. Because because it was the Chiefs' turn last year.
It was literally that whole fucking like the first whole half. All the points on the board were fucking field goals.
Yeah, that was the one thing the Patriots did that impressed me was their defense.
Yeah, their defense fucking held it down for them for
If it hadn't been for their defense, that would have been a fucking curb stomping. It would have been last year.
but the,
Eagles Chiefs. It would have been that if it hadn't been for their fucking defense.
But then, it was what, like 9 minutes, 10 minutes left of the fucking fourth? Because that's when me and you started bantering back and forth.
Well, because they finally scored and it was still only 19.
Well, no, because
it was like 19. It was like 19-0 or some shit.
It was like 20. Yeah, it was like 19 or 20-0.
And then they scored, because it almost all been field goals at that point. They finally scored, so that kind of put the Patriots back into like, well, maybe
it was the Seahawks. The previous possession by the Seahawks, they got a touchdown too. And then I messaged you and I said, well, I guess we were fucking right. And you were like, well, we got to see what happens. Because if the Patriots had gotten, or, you're like, well, there's still enough time or something like that. And then shortly after that, the Patriots got the fucking touchdown they got. And then you're like, okay, so if they get another touchdown, the Seahawks don't get more points, they're still in it.
Yeah, and it's basically like it ended up being like the Seahawks kicked a field goal, and then the Patriots quarterback threw an interception. And when he threw that interception, you and me both were like, "That's game." And then they scored another touchdown on top of it, and we were like, "That's it." Like, and that ended up being Patriots got a score in garbage time, which I thought was very smart, by the way, of the Seahawks. The Seahawks made them burn all that fucking time going down the field, and they basically gave them like that garbage time touchdown. And because it burned so much time off the clock, and they had no timeouts left, so they basically they let them score so that they could just keep it, and that was the final score. You know what I mean? It was like 29-14, something like that.
Yeah.
But the reality was the first half of the game was what, 12-0? And then it was 19-0 before they scored. You know what I mean?
It was
never in doubt. It really wasn't.
Yeah. And well, looks like our lovely producer's back.
No, keep going.
He's having fun listening.
Overall, the game, it was
probably not my favorite Super Bowl.
Definitely not my favorite Super Bowl.
Wasn't the worst. I did like the defensive battle. I did not really expect. Yeah. I thought the Seahawks were going to break it loose way before they did. I thought they were going to. It was still basically a game because of the fucking Patriots defense. That's the only thing that kept them anywhere near, because their offense wasn't doing fuck all against the Seahawks defense. The Seahawks defense ate their fucking lunch, like hard. Like every series just ate their fucking lunch.
Well, like, that's the thing. Like
Bad Bunny carried the football farther during his performance than the fucking Patriots had yardage. Okay, during the game. All right, like shit. Straight fucking up, dude. All right, like one of John, the Seahawks running back had more yards than the Patriots. Man,
yeah.
It was like, I can't make this shit up. Like, it was bad. Like, the Seahawks defense was fucking murder. That was murder. Like, they played lights the fuck out. That was some good. That was some good defense.
Again, it was a good defensive game. Overall, props to the Patriots defense for holding the Seahawks like they did.
Yeah. That is a stellar defense. I hope.
And props to the Seahawks defense for holding the fucking Patriots like they did, because both defenses were fucking phenomenal.
They played pretty lights out. They played pretty fucking lights out. If the Patriots had a little bit of a better offense and could have put together a couple of decent drives, that would have been a much better game. But that's how good the Seahawks defense. Like, both of those defenses, I hope for the sake of those franchises, they don't get rid of anybody in the offseason, because both of those defenses are fucking insane defenses.
Yeah. And the halftime show, we've got to touch on that.
That dude, I enjoyed the performance. I always like the pageantry.
Yeah.
It was very colorful.
Um, I want to know how to become one of the extras for one of those, because all of the fucking like bushes and plants for that halftime show were people in a fucking costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice that until I was scrolling fucking social today, just doing some investigative journalism before the podcast tonight.
I saw it when they were setting up in between a commercial break. When they were starting to set up, I saw some of them moving, and I figured there was people wrapped up like sugarcane.
And all I'm thinking is, man, what I would do to fucking give my left nut to be able to text my fucking family and be like, hey, watch the halftime show tonight. I'm bush number 7.
Right. Right. That's kind of like in a slightly different direction, but same ballpark, literally. It's kind of like when I do security sometimes. Every once in a blue moon, I'll end up on a camera somewhere or whatever.
I mean, when you work a primetime Chiefs, when you work a Chiefs game, I'm watching the game, hoping to fucking spot your ass somewhere, or even if it's a Royals game, I'm not baseball like the two of y'all, but I pull up fucking the Royals games, hoping to fucking spot your ass.
The fucking UFC, were that was here in Kansas City. It was like a Max Holloway fight. Freaking like. I was like right off the side, like when they did the camera walk in as they showed like the fighters walking in, and I was like I'm probably on part of that broadcast. You know what I mean? Like just by virtue of like where I was stationed, I just happened to be stationed. I just happened to be stationed at that door that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like my everyday gig. You know what I mean? Like that's just like that's how it happens, and then you end up on national TV, right?
And during the halftime show, 2 things that got me. A, at one point, our boy Pedro Pascal was fucking there.
Yup.
And then the Lady Gaga fucking appearance.
You didn't get excited about motherfucking Ricky Martin, dude? I fucking shit my pants. I was like,
wait a minute. I used to sing Vuelve when I was a kid, bro.
I literally was trying to.
What I'm saying, homie,
dude. Like, I was trying to hold my bladder through the whole halftime show, and then it got to the point where I was going to piss myself if I didn't go to the bathroom.
You missed Ricky Martin, didn't you?
I walked back in right as they're panning away from fucking Ricky Martin at the end of his part.
The dude looked so damn good, dude. At first, I didn't realize it was him, and then I was like, I sat up in my chair and I was like, that's fucking Ricky Martin. I was like, holy fucking shit. And he did. Motherfucker's like 54 years old and he's still got a voice like a fucking angel. Holy shit. He took care of them pipes, dude. I'm telling you.
He does not look fucking a day over fucking 30.
Even if he's had anything done, he did it right. That's all I'll say. I don't.
Yeah, he at least if
he's done anything, he did it right. He looks good.
Yeah,
he looks very good for his age. And he's still the motherfucker can sing.
Oh, I remember when I used to live down in when I used to stay down in Puerto Rico for like weeks at a time when I was a kid. Yeah. That was the only CD I had.
Fucking A.
Fucking Ricky.
Well, dude, did you guys know the people in the performance that were getting married were like actually got married?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope as fuck. Like, can you imagine the stories they'll be telling their fucking grandkids and shit?
Imagine being approached and being like, hey, we know you're having your wedding soon. Do you want to do it during the halftime show at the fucking Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I'd probably.
I'm sure everybody in the family will understand, okay? Like,
I would probably fucking ejaculate in my pants if I was approached with that fucking scenario.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, be
like I get to go watch the fucking Super Bowl in person, and then I get to be part of the halftime show
in your wedding attire, be it a formal suit or a gown, right? Like you got married at the fucking Super Bowl, like during the fucking halftime show. That's some shit. That is some shit.
There's nobody in the history of the NFL outside of that couple that can say they got married at the Super Bowl.
That takes some fucking cojones, and I fucking like that shit. Okay, me gusta mucho. All right,
I also,
Mejor.
yeah,
All right.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I didn't watch any of it, but I saw pictures and stuff like that. So
It was
Now,
pretty cool.
I will say, not exactly my type of music. Okay, I'm going to be very, very fair here. Like,
yeah.
not my cup of tea musically. However, comma, who the fuck am I? Just some old fuck. Okay, that likes a lot of classic rock and fucking death metal and classical music. Not anybody else's fault, right? Okay, like
And just to
I
just
love
to
I
say,
love the performance is what I liked. I like the performance. I like the pageantry. I like the message that he was sending. It's very hard to understand. Very hard to understand Puerto Rican Spanish. By the way, I was struggling mightily, like struggling
well,
mightily.
like I've got those Meta AI glasses. My eyeglasses are the fucking Meta glasses, and they have live fucking translation. So I enabled it right before the halftime performance.
Did it work?
It worked ish. It worked as well as I was expecting it to work, with me trying to translate something from the TV versus me having a conversation with someone in person.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Does it like show up in your eyesight?
no, it audibly fucking tells me what's being said.
Interesting.
It's
interesting and scary.
If I were to finally and I'm probably this year going to spend the money on them, but there's a new set of the like Meta fucking Ray-Bans that are called the displays that actually have a display on them.
Interesting.
So like you can physically see your messages.
This is the part where we're actually living in the future. Like that's like some James Bond like fucking spy shit when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
They're fucking $800.
Ew.
Which is part of why I'm not pulling the plug. However, I have vision insurance. My vision insurance covers up to $300 worth of the frames and the full fucking prescription lens.
So it's like getting $300 off?
Yes.
I could.
I'm
not going to tell you
my
no.
thought process is when I go to the eye doctor in a couple weeks to have my new to get my to have my exam and see if my fucking prescription's changed any. When I do that, just getting the prescription, taking it home, putting in all my insurance information and ordering them, and using my insurance to get them, because then I can get them for $500.
That sounds like a winner to me. That one I like.
Again, it's more for I want to test them out. I want to see what the whole craze is about, because a lot of people in the tech sphere are all about it. And no, I never got the fucking Vision Pros. I'm actively in the process of saving the money to buy one.
Yeah, it's something I have an interest for myself.
But I'm also trying to hold off to see if Apple does a entry level version, kind of like how, with all their product lines, you have the entry level, the Air models, and then the Pros. I'm waiting to see if they do like just a base model or a Air version where it's a little less spec'd out for a quarter of the price. So Apple's augmented reality, virtual reality headset, the Vision Pro. We've talked about it before, Jay, on the podcast. How much do you think
that would go for an entry level?
I could see them being able to do, if they were to do like with the iPhone. So obviously with the iPhones, we have the E model, the 17, the Air, and then the Pro.
Yep.
And when you go to like the 17s or the E models, you're looking between $500 to $800.
Yeah.
With the Air, it's $1,000, and then with the Pro, it's the starting is like $1,200. Because I've got the Pro Max, the 17 Pro Max. You want to know how much this fucking phone cost me? $1,500 fucking dollars for a cell phone.
Fuck that.
I'm also leasing it, so I didn't pay it all up front.
That's how much my fucking laptop was like fucking 8 years.
And I traded in my old phone and got $800 in credit. So realistically, take 800 off of that 1500.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair.
But if they were to do like a Vision Air, because that's what I think they'll do, they're not going to do like, they're not just going to call it the Apple Vision. They're going to do the Vision Air.
Yeah.
And if they do an Air model, I could see it being between 11 to 1200 bucks. Because I mean,
he'll
even
give
with
you
my
a new
iPad,
model.
like John, I know you got your iPad recently. I have the iPad Air,
Yeah, we got two of them.
and you got the base model iPad, and the base model iPad's the step down from the one I have. So the only thing is, like, my iPad has the same processor that my fucking laptop has in it. So all the specs on my iPad are the same as my fucking computer. And the price difference was $300. My MacBook was fucking $1,300. My iPad was $800.
Yeesh.
All right. All right.
That's why I do payments with my poor ass.
Well, I also
and it builds credit.
So my wife saved up and bought me this for my birthday last year. And what I'm doing right now is working on paying off my phone. So that way, when they announce the Fold later this year, I'm going to give this phone to my wife. I'm going to take the 15 Pro Max she has, trade it in, and get the fucking iPhone Fold for myself. Because you want to know what they're estimating or what the rumor mill is saying that phone's going to fucking cost?
I don't even want to know.
$2,200 to $2,400.
Better wipe my own ass, freaking like it better like be able to wipe my ass if it like it costs that much.
The only reason I'm looking at getting
That's
it
like
is because,
like take out insurance on your phone. Like that shit's stupid. You know what I mean?
well, I have insurance on all my fucking devices anyways. But the only reason I'm looking at getting it is because right now when I leave the house, even when we go to the fucking bar, because of my job, I have my phone and I always bring my iPad with me. So that way, if I get fucking called into some fucking important shit, I have to hop on a fucking call.
You got it
I
on.
can fucking do it from my fucking iPad.
That's different for you, but for us like mortals in the tech.
Where with the Fold, I no longer have to carry my iPad because the iPhone Fold will go from a standard size phone like this into a tablet. It'll open up into a tablet sized fucking device.
We playing fucking Dungeons and Dragons or what?
No, dude, I saw these things and I'm like, what the hell?
So
that's pretty cool.
We could play Yahtzee this way.
We could literally play Yahtzee, yeah.
Which D, by the way, any outcomes from your computer situation since your cat decided to fuck your shit up?
Hey, did you guys see that thing about Discord today? Love penny for your thoughts.
I mean, I've had to scan my face for fucking Facebook, YouTube, and everything fucking else. What's Discord any different?
Yeah, I mean, I use my face to fucking unlock my phone now. Like it's.
You're saying fuck it.
I guess for like me and John Jay.
I'm only asking because they had a data breach in the UK like a few fucking months ago. Same company, by the way. Like just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Like it is still PI. It's still. You know what I mean? Like.
I guess
I have my face scanned at the stadium, so like I'll give you that one. Like there is a system I am in. There's a system I am in, right? And then obviously whatever we had to do while we were serving, I'm very much in the system if you want to call it that. But
yeah, I mean
trusting a platform like that you've been on for years and having to prove that you're not a teenager, otherwise they're going to consider you to be a teenager.
I mean, I guess from my perspective, being a parent,
What about
I'm
net?
not necessarily opposed to it because my daughter uses Discord and
What,
games and shit too.
what about net?
And
What about net neutrality? Penny, for your thoughts, because this flies in the face of net neutrality. This is the same. This is the same reason I can't access Pornhub right now because my neighbors fucking just to the west in another state decided uh, they wanted to fucking do
I mean, I
IDs,
can't access
watch
porn
porn on the
either.
internet.
That's because the state I live in decided it. But
I'm just like
um,
I'm in proximity, so I like
I
to
mean,
go. Like I'm that close to the state of Kansas that it's affected me now. You know,
I really, part of me feels like we bitch about these things because yeah, it's bullshit. To a degree, it's bullshit. But if we asked our brothers and sisters across the pond, over in the UK and fucking the EU and shit like that, they've been dealing with this type of shit for fucking years.
it doesn't make it right. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, and that's also why we threw their fucking tea in our harbor and fucking told them to go fuck themselves. But
I think an open internet, you know,
and it also defeats the
there's
purpose of why the internet was invented in the first place.
there's nothing wrong with certain types of regulations, certain types of laws, you know. But as far as like staying between left and right limits, like a normal polite member of society would, like nobody should have to have my information to log onto the fucking internet. It's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's antithetical to free speech and freedom. You know what I mean? It's like no, like it's everything the internet was supposed to not be about.
It's so here's the way I look at it. It's kind of, what's the best way to put this?
No, I'm in Missouri. In Missouri, I'm allowed to.
Yeah, it's just he lives so close to
Because
fucking.
I live so close. I live so fucking close to the Missouri Kansas border. Like I'm that close to the border that the internet probably has like a region. So like I can't access Pornhub. I can't access X Hamster. Like right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
So
like,
here's
Yeah, but this.
don't
This
tell my
whole
wife I
thing-
said this. Here's one thing I found: X video still works in my state.
oh I know.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I know. I know. I use
That's a
typically
joke. I fucking streamed it to the TV the other day with her laying in bed.
Yeah,
It's
so
fun.
so yeah, you're sidebarring now. So like the
Talking
whole
about porn kids, porn viewing
the
habits.
whole root of the whole thing about this is also what Jay was saying, net neutrality, and then there's also like the whole child safety act thing that's going
Well,
on
and
as
that's
well.
that's where I was going to go to, John, is child safety. And at the same time, it also brings up like back in the day when there was the whole like activist groups with video games. And, the reason why we have the ESRB P rating system in the United States, and we're the only one of the only countries that fucking has it.
I think a lot of it comes down to responsible parenting. So if you don't want your children to have access to certain things on the internet, there are 100 different ways around it right now. We don't need more fucking laws. We shouldn't have to fucking scan our fucking faces and make an ID, okay, to view content on the internet. Okay, I'm a fucking goddamn middle aged man, and no one needs my fucking identification because I wanted to read a Wikipedia article about fucking Doc Holliday. Like that's
I do
nobody's.
agree with that. I
it's
do
no-
agree with
it's-
that.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking business. And if I go from fucking Doc Holliday over to fucking X Hamster to freaking have a little fun with myself before I go to bed that night, that is also nobody's fucking business. That is also nobody's fucking business. Like I should I should not have to prove who I am to do anything on the internet, be it tame or untame. Okay, like as long again, we're talking about staying within left and right limits,
Of course.
like a polite member of fucking society. To me it's again surveillance and fucking it's surveillance and it's fucking
Yes, it is.
God damn, I lost my fucking word.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
but and then there's also like the thought, like you kind of, if you want to like specifically YouTube, right? If
Yeah,
you want to watch videos on YouTube,
yeah,
now you have to scan your face or your ID,
right,
and I want to watch my YouTube. I like
right.
watching and listening to my podcast on there and shit like that. And, you know, and it's kind of like the same with what's happening, like what you started off with Discord, like in order to keep in touch with most of our friends who a lot of them are, we'll say like a good percentage of them are out of the country.
Sure,
Problem most of them, no one, especially for Discord, a lot of those people are not sharing each other's phone numbers and stuff,
right.
so I do predict a lot of servers going down, a lot of people not complying with it as per usual, which is fine, I'm
I think,
and again,
I think the blowback is going to be big enough that Discord's not
yeah.
going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. I really don't. I don't think like they like by even entertaining the thought, they stirred up a hornet's nest. Because again, again, this is just like we were talking about at the beginning. They're going to be forcing a lot of people who aren't willing to do that onto another platform. They're basically going to be kicking people out that aren't willing to comply.
And it's going to happen
Yeah.
on that platform.
I
And then the
think
platform
when
after
I
that.
draw the line
And
is going to be officially when I can't look up big titted goth girls on fucking Reddit.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, and it's
The second I can't look up big titted goth girls on Reddit, then I fucking draw a line.
it's like we joke about porn. We joke about porn, but the reality is that's the first step. That is always the first step. Is like start seeing what people are fucking watching. You know what I mean? And that is regardless of what you're viewing on the internet, that's a private part of somebody's life. If a person is under the age of 18, that's on fucking parents to fucking monitor and or fucking have access to devices that their kids are using. Okay, I don't need I don't need Big Brother in my backyard fucking helping me out.
No, I completely agree.
I mean,
And that's
straight
why,
up,
like,
straight up.
me and Squilini were saying earlier, we're kind of like, well, yeah, we kind of just got to do what we have to do, And that's the part that sucks that it
Because it's easier
puts us
for
in that
guys like
situation.
it's easier. I think it's a lot easier for guys like the two of you because of how plugged in you already are. But a lot of other people, like a person like me, you already know what my answer would be, right? So you guys would be fine if I got into Discord or whatever and had some crazy following of whatever. Like I'd be like, no, I gotta go. I ain't doing it. Like you know what I mean? And that's kind of like that's probably about the ratio you're going to get too. You're probably going to get probably about 2/3 willing to go along, and probably about a third are going to say "fuck you." They're going to lose a lot. Go ahead.
I was about to say because our chat hasn't fully fucking caught up here because there's actually 3 fucking messages on YouTube that didn't fucking make it into our studio, John.
Okay.
I'm going to skip the comment I made because there was a conversation about this previously. But D, we appreciate you choosing to scan your face to watch DD214.
No,
We appreciate it, but it shouldn't be
that
required.
That comment came up.
Oh yeah, okay.
I just didn't get to it.
You're fine.
I'm not seeing it on my fucking side though.
I can see it on my phone.
Yeah, like I can see it because I've got it pulled up over here, but
I don't know. You guys, I've always been steadfast.
there it fucking shows up right after I fucking say something.
It's been there. It's been there. I just had to look for it because I had to go up.
You to scroll up.
Do you see the comment I made, John?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
And please, for Christ's sake, please don't talk too much about it because if I lose another affiliate because of this, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
That's why I didn't fucking say it out loud and I fucking threw it in the chat, you dickbag.
Oh my god.
Hey, look, a wild Frenchie behind you.
Hi, Frenchie.
And she's like trying to duck out of the fucking camera view.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all crazy, and it's kind of interesting because a lot of this stuff was covered by Cyberboy because it's happening in the UK, it's happening in Australia heavily.
Okay,
You
listen,
know,
UK has fucking TV licenses.
that shit is
I'm not
crazy,
fucking
bro.
surprised it's happening over there.
Bro, the fact that you need a TV license. Me and my wife had to get a TV license. You know? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We'll talk
They start
about
doing that shit in Jersey now too?
We'll talk offline about it.
Every day we drift farther from the grace of God. Like every fucking day. Like,
you're a believer?
shit, man. I think I'm gonna have to start soon again because fucking like what fucking hellscape are we living in right now, dude?
I ain't got nothing else to do on Sundays now. Might as well fucking go back to church.
Jesus Christ, dude! Like
if it bursts into flames when I walk in the door, that's their problem, not mine.
You know what it fucking reminds me of is did you guys ever see that old school movie Easy Rider?
Yeah.
Like Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, freaking Jack Nicholson. Old school movie. Are you good, John? Are you good?
Yeah, just a fat
He's
hit.
just dying one fucking slow death at a time.
But yeah, you know, at the very end of the movie, Easy Rider, they're sitting there like smoking a J, you know, chilling.
They were smoking you what?
Yeah, they're smoking a J. And Peter Fonda's character is like, we blew it. And Dennis Hopper's like, the fuck you talking about, man? Like look, like we made it. Like he's like basically like we made it, dude. Like Peter Fonda's just like, nah, man, no, we blew it. And that's how I feel about like you have to get a fucking license to watch TV now. God, I'm so glad I have a lot of fucking like physical media.
Yeah, well, that's in the UK. In the UK, you need a license to watch, but it's to watch BBC.
It's coming.
And no, not Big Black Cock, the channel, BBC.
I mean, to be fair, we were talking about porn earlier.
Well,
that's why I need to fucking break that shit down.
I do want to point out.
Who names their company BBC?
Well, it's the British Broadcasting Corporation, dude, and that way predates internet porn. Like by a long.
It predates internet porn. It doesn't predate porn altogether.
Oh no, not even close.
Go ahead and point this out.
Not even close.
Please don't.
However, I do want to point out, I've noticed the shirt I'm wearing makes me look like I'm fucking jacked.
There you go. There you go.
Now
even though
flex.
I'm fucking fat as shit.
Now flex.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's like a big old teddy bear. I'd get into if Joe was on my side, like I would totally fight a whole bar with Joe. I think it would be kind of fun.
You fucking about did.
No, that was just one asshole. That was just one.
Okay, that was one asshole, but I didn't know how many other assholes in the bar were gonna fucking intervene if it happened.
They wouldn't have done anything.
Probably none, but
Zero. Like zero.
I mean,
they would have watched. They would have watched.
It's a very memorable experience for me, Jay.
I was so embarrassed. I was so fucking.
Me and my wife were talking about that the other fucking day. Out of nowhere, our trip to KC came up, and she's like, "Yeah, remember that Sunday you did the podcast and you and Jay went to fucking Harvey's and Jay about got into a fucking fight, and I was potentially gonna have to bail your ass out of jail."
I was so fucking embarrassed, dude. Like, dude, I ain't taking nobody's shit, dude. Like, come on.
I want to point out after that incident, because we never discussed it fully, that was the quietest car ride ever. Like, Jay just sat there and fucking just stared out the fucking windshield as he drove back to my hotel to drop me off.
You know, I've been in that situation too with him. After I threw up all over his car.
Okay, well, that's different. You puked on his car. He about got into a fucking bar fight with me.
Jay was like, I got
Two
you.
totally
buddy.
different.
You're gonna be all right.
Is it safe for my friends to visit me in Kansas City? like
that's why, like, we were talking because what brought it up was we were talking about like you and John and Frenchie all coming down to North Carolina, and you know, she's like, "Oh, we got to bring him to a really good barbecue place," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking cook it." Yeah. She's like, "No, we got to bring him to this place," and I'm like, "No, I'm gonna fucking cook it." Like,
She's
I'm not
spoiled.
taking Jay out in fucking public in North Carolina. Fuck that.
That's why I'm glad I live in like a quiet town that I could take Jay to walk around in.
The fucking last time I went out in public with Jay, I about had to fucking punch somebody's lights out. Like,
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, like it's going down. Like it's like I'm not
the
like
picture I have of you after that standing at the fucking the jukebox trying to pick a fucking song, and you just are like, your wheels are fucking turning. You can tell even from the photo I took. Like, your fucking wheels are turning. You're pissed off all to fucking hell. And I just was like, I've got to get a fucking picture of this.
I don't like it when things like that happen in public. I really, really don't. I would prefer to keep shit like that behind closed doors and in the comfort and safety of my own house for everyone's safety, not just mine. But
and then the next day, me and Jay are dumping fucking airplane bottles and fucking of alcohol into fucking Coke bottles in his living room, drinking those before I have to get dropped off at the fucking airport.
That's right. That's how we do. That's how we do.
Do you guys want to talk about some crazy fucking shit that happened in France the other day?
I was going to say, as long as it has nothing to do with trash ass reality TV, yes.
Yeah, always, John. Always. I'm down, John.
So this one,
like, well,
according to the Daily Mail, an unnamed 24-year-old has been rushed to the Rangel Accident and Emergency Unit in the Tool House late Saturday night. The poor fellow was in a state of extreme discomfort after having inserted a large object up his rectum. The object was a World War I artillery shell.
What the fuck?
Wait, do you see how big it is?
We have a picture.
Yes.
Of the artillery shell, not the dude's fucking
not X-ray. Of the one, but one they thought like one that is
one that's like it's basically the same round. Like he's gonna do, dude. He was doing some goatsy shit, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so first off, because I know our fucking audience, for all of you fucking freaks out there, do not shove this up your ass. Or this. Better yet, just don't put stuff up your ass.
It helps. And it was stuck. You got it stuck.
Yeah.
They had to call
this story, Jay.
Yeah, they had to call the bomb squad.
I mean, granted, if you really tried hard, you could shove 9 raccoons up your ass. But
can you imagine doing your thing behind closed doors?
You know what's funny too? How the article says they said they conducted emergency surgery during which they discovered the shocking source of his pain, a live 8-inch bombshell from 1918 that had been lodged inside of him.
8 inches.
A shocking discovery. No. I'm backtracking to the fucking shocking discovery part here. You just had to remove an artillery shell from a dude's asshole. Why is it shocking?
A live one, dude. A live one. Why is it up his ass?
And how was it shocking? How did you not notice it was there before you started the fucking surgery?
I have to concur about that. Yeah.
I'm sure they did x-rays, but when they saw what was inside them, they were like, oh fuck.
I'm sure you didn't need to do an x-ray.
Oh, you'd be surprised, bro. Oh, you'd be surprised. That's how the hospital trip happened. It got stuck. That's exactly how the trip happened.
But that thing's so fucking big. Why do you need an x-ray to fucking see it?
He keistered it, dude. He freaking hooped that shit. I'm telling you, man.
And it's funny because it says here that the newspaper La Dépêche wrote that the medical staff in Toulouse are accustomed to treating victims injured during sexual games.
I guess they got it going on in France, dude.
Now, you know what's funny? I had read an article a couple weeks ago on Morning Rips, and it was a doctor, and the doctor was saying that it's more common than people think that people come in with things up their ass. And he was telling a story how this one guy had a whole Yankee Candle stuck up in there.
God damn.
And
okay, so first off, I can understand I can understand needing. So
It's a wild
obviously,
episode.
it wasn't stated that an X-ray was needed to see the Yankee Candle, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming an X-ray was taken to see the Yankee Candle.
I'm just
Well,
thinking.
the Yankee Candle. I mean, you know,
I'm
like
just
a
thinking
regular.
about girth.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fucking
just thinking about girth here.
girthy
So you
wise.
can
It's
hide
fucking
that.
pretty
You can
good.
hide that.
However, I could see you being able to keister that and not fucking anybody able
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
without an X-ray.
God damn it, dude.
But
I
a
just, like, I
fucking that
understand-
artillery fucking show. Why the fuck was it shocking?
I
And why were fucking
understand.
X-rays needed?
I think the shocking part was that it was a fucking live artillery round versus like a sex toy.
You know,
I think
I
that
know
was
that-
probably the shock.
I know that the man's.
Most people don't play with fucking live ammunition like in their holes. If they're smart.
The
If they're
French
smart.
apparently do.
I was gonna say, fucking leave it to fucking France.
You know, but here's the thing. I
Vive la
understand that the male G spot
It is.
in the
is.
man's ass.
Yeah, we've had a whole fucking conversation
Yeah.
about that on an episode before.
Prostate.
You could get milked that way, dude.
That's
it's
correct.
crazy. If
People
you
do
haven't,
that. Sure,
if
I'm
you
sure.
haven't
And
tried
when
it.
you're milked, when your prostate is milked, apparently you ejaculate a lot more than you do on a normal ejaculation.
Oh, dude, you could fill up a whole beer mug.
Well, I'm done drinking for the night. He says that right as I pick my beer mug up. No, I'm not done drinking. I need
Dude,
more
you
alcohol.
fucking,
Fuck
you
this
fucking
shit.
go on all fours. Start mooing, man, and you're down. You know,
Are you
you get
done?
a
Are
little,
you
you
done?
get an artillery shell up your ass, and you know you go to town.
Alive. You got to make sure it's alive.
You got to make a live one. You know, just for the risk, just for the risk. But like, why are we sticking things in? Like, are people that adventurous that we're just sticking things up each other's asses?
Clearly, the fucking French are.
Clearly, and then you got Yankee Candle Doctor over here that John's talking to. Like,
Put the Fanta bottle down.
that's too much. No, I don't want. No, keep it away from my rectum. Like, I'm good. Okay, okay. Can we move on now?
This conversation is making me lose more faith in humanity than I already had, and that fucking meter was already practically at fucking zero.
You're right. You're right. we need a pause for station identification.
This is why we have shit like the fucking whole, face scans to fucking access Discord thing happening.
A Faygo bottle's pretty thick too.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
Imagine you
A little
shoving
like-
a beer bottle up your ass.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Some people are into that, dude. I got nothing.
I'm
I got nothing on it. I got artillery shells, toys. Like I've never been a fan of the butt stuff. So that's just your friendly neighborhood Jay. But
Well, a couple things. You know, I know we're coming close towards the end of the show. I just wanted to put out a couple things. Mainly for us too. We're gonna have a meeting soon, probably towards the end of the month, and I'll give you guys a date on that when I figure out a date on that.
I don't like when there's meetings.
Well, this one,
That means someone's in trouble.
yeah, because with certain things that might be have worked in the ER. Let me tell you, too many shove too much up their ass. It's a suction, no base to do it. There you go.
there you go. There you go.
I also want to point out to that last comment, even though it has a flared base, doesn't mean
It's
it's
coming
safe
back
to
out.
shove up your ass.
That's correct.
If it's got a porous surface, there is bacteria. That bacteria can then cause infections.
Yup.
You don't want an infection in
Take-
your ass. Trust me. Trust
There's
me.
no judgments on this show. If you like,
And if you get an infection in your booty hole,
if you like,
that's how you get a coloscopy back.
if you like stuff in your booty hole, that's okay. There's no
Oh, yeah.
judgment here. But take care of your booty hole at the same
Oh
time.
yeah, if you like stuff in your booty hole, get milked. You know,
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it.
Do your thing, fuck, dude, all day long. You're not gonna hear me. Not gonna hear me tell you no. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
no, but yeah, like I was saying, we got a couple. We're gonna have a meeting coming up because certain things are happening in the summer, and someone's gonna have to produce some of the other shows. So someone's gonna have to go balls up, especially with some of the upgrades that we're doing. Squilini, you're gonna finally be getting your seat. So, there you go. So, and then couple, just a couple exciting things. I got a script for you guys. Something for you guys to read soon for DD214 videos, some military shit,
I'm always
for
down.
you to be comedic with. And, we were talking before the show about going on to pirate radio, right? Or doing some type of radio.
Mhm.
Well, it's interesting because I have been working on that.
Archimedes.
And the interesting thing is that DD214 always seems to be the test subject for all these little projects that we have.
You already know my answer's yes.
Yep,
I'm
I've
tired,
tested it out with
Paul.
Morning Rips a few times. I've actually done it with DD214 once or twice back in the day without telling you guys, just for shits and giggles. But there is a program that I have used before called Station Head. The cool thing about Station Head is that you could play music on there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
we
say
can actually spin discs, basically. Like
Yeah.
we can actually it doesn't just have to be us yakety
I
yak.
have software for that.
Say again.
I have software for that.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You got motherfuckers sign me up, dude. Like you let me know what you let me know what
right
you need.
now. Yeah, so right now, Station Head is the one thing I'm using a lot, and I mean, we could always do just like bullshit, get drunk in the middle of the week, and just hang out and do the radio.
I could give you
Tuesday.
I could write you without AI. I could write you a whole ass fucking script. Like I could give you like half an hour to an hour, depending on the length of the songs.
I can write the initial script, but I'm going to use AI to fucking clean it up.
I can do this shit. I can do that shit like in my sleep. Like I was fucking around with some of that stuff back in the 90s.
Can I tell you what my plan is?
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
My end goal has always been radio, right? The concept of having a channel like Andy Cohen or Howard Stern, depending how what you think of those people, they are pioneers in radio,
right?
And when I look at guys like that, I see what they have, like Sirius XM, and I want that.
I was gonna say, let's bring DD214 to fucking Sirius XM.
I would fucking love to. I would personally want a whole channel, right? A whole channel where I can schedule each podcast to play like we do it now. Like Morning Rips, the 3 times, and Morning Rips would be in every morning show. DD214, 2 nights a week. With music.
Right. Just got to get around those goddamn copyright fucking strikes, right?
Yeah, but then there's also another option that I've been looking at. It's called radio.co, and you can look it up if you want, Squilini. It's a fucking awesome option. It's expensive. That's the only thing. So that's why that right there is like an end goal for us, because we're radio guys.
We all three of us have faces made for radio.
We're radio people. There's really no end ifs, buts about that.
I'm 100% on. I like sound effects. I like making people laugh. I like freaking playing music. You know what I mean? And like I don't get high on the smell of my own farts. So I do it at times, like to keep the talking to a minimum. But we can't. But we're a podcast. That's not exactly our fucking shtick right now.
So I just looked up the radio.co thing, John.
Yeah.
And if we were to do that, I would start with the standard tier.
Oh yeah, you see how much of this too, though, right? It's not terrible.
It's $60 per month, so I mean, obviously, it's a little bit pricey for us who's not making jack shit for fucking revenue.
But tell Jay what it comes with.
You get 20 gigabytes of storage for your shows, 20,000 concurrent viewers, 360,000 total listening hours. The stream's HD. And then you get a voice studio with over 1,500 AI voice generation credits per month. That part I don't give two flying fucks about. But then, like, the next tier up is 500,000 listeners.
How do they guarantee listeners?
I don't know.
They don't guarantee listeners. They're saying that's how many people can tune in at a time.
That first one's like, well, we'd be fine. Yeah.
And I'm glad Gio's there in the chat too, because I mean, this was completely out of the blue that we were even talking about this, but we have talked about the end goal being radio. We want to be able to play our own music, have a schedule for all the shows that we do, and at the same time, maybe myself or Squilini or Gio could leave our, like, I mean, I know for sure I will leave my computer on 24/7 if Squilini felt comfortable with it.
Mine's always fucking on anyway, so.
Yeah, so we could trade shifts with the music and stuff, but it's something that we always want to do. It's where we belong. We're filthy mouth. we're free willed,
Yeah,
you know,
big time.
and and then plus I think that package comes with ads too, right?
It doesn't say anything about ads. It just talks about like the main stuff.
Well, if we're doing pirate shit, we can just find fucking funny ads off the goddamn fucking internet and fucking rip that shit
Well,
off.
no,
Right?
that's how we get paid, those ads.
Oh god damn it! I'm already like shooting us in the dick. Like,
Yeah, because like the very starting tier is 500 concurrent listeners.
Yeah.
Then it's 20,000. Then it's 500,000. Then it's unlimited. So starting tier is 35 a month, which is light, is what they call it. Standard is $60 a month. Plus is 139, and then premium, which is where you get the unlimited shit, is $200 per month.
we start with standard and see if we can see where we go.
Well, and that's what I was saying. Like standard would work. I wouldn't start light.
All I got to do is not go to the bar like one night out of the month, if you know, and like there's $60 right there. Between my Uber to and Uber from, and then the bar tab, it's a bar tab. Like
that, right?
Well, and
what did he say? What were you going to say?
What Gio just said, focus on local artists. Like in my area, there's a lot of, obviously a majority of our crew isn't like country fans, but where I'm at, there's a lot of local country artists. And, I could feature those. Like if I pick up a segment on a fucking Wednesday evening and I'm doing the DJing, I can focus on North Carolina local fucking artists. Mm-hmm. And then Jay, if you pick up a shift, you can focus on the Missouri, Kansas fucking artists.
I just had a local girl. She lives in New Orleans now, but a local, like Kansas City born and raised lady was nominated for a Grammy. She was up for like Blues Album of the Year. Her name's Samantha Fish. And like,
so, we've got, that.
I can play some shit off of her fucking blues albums. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, my area, we've got fucking, what is it? 4 fucking American Idol winners in total from North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, and I like
because we've got Clay Aiken, the first American Idol winner being Clay Aiken. He's from my fucking hometown.
Well, like you were saying, you got like local country artists. Like sometimes that fucking like, when they haven't made it yet, like sometimes that's the best shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like find some of that good, that holler country music. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, that Appalachian.
Well, that's the thing.
Appalachian country.
That Appalachian country versus mainstream Nashville country is two totally different fucking things.
Well, I'm saying, and you're like, you got your finger on the pulse out there. So
it definitely works, and the idea is there. We have the talk shows down, Mm-hmm. We got those all down.
We've been practicing for fucking 5 years. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I know Gio has, like Gio, like you, Jay, probably even you, Scolini. Like it's just there's things that we want to say that we can't say on YouTube, like words like "essay" when we're reporting news, right?
Or like how we have to use chomo.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna grape you in the mouth. Yeah, then I'm gonna tell your parents to the radiator. I'm gonna grape them over and over.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. You took that a step way too fucking far.
Come on, everybody has seen that.
Here's the line.
Everybody.
Here's where you started at. Here's where you fucking ended at.
Everybody has seen that video on YouTube. The Grapist.
Yes,
I know. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, I know exactly. Yeah, look, like Gio said. When you know. But we it's where we belong, and it's a definitely like we could definitely start off with Station Head because Station Head is free.
Yeah,
and
like, one thing we've never really done a lot of is editing. We can actually put together a fucking show where it just press play and fucking an hour went by. You know, between songs, commercials, and a little bit of fucking talking from the DJ, right? Like that's how a fucking radio station is, right?
Yeah, and I used to be
Like,
part of this thing called On Radio. It was like one of the first things, but now all I could see is Station Head. But I'm sure that there's other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we can find.
I like the idea. It sounds fun. It sounds very interesting to me.
I mean, I definitely, I can dedicate a couple hours in the evening to fucking, run some shit.
I ain't doing shit, so you just let me know.
Yeah, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted because right now the one I do know of right now is Station Head. I've signed up for it, but I'd like to use it.
Nothing wrong with giving something the old college try, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So who's gonna win the basketball game tonight, guys? You guys rooting for my my number one Arizona Wildcats, or
is there a basketball game happening tonight?
A big one in about 30 minutes. Like I
want to point out
Kansas Jayhawks are playing the Arizona Wildcats, and I think Kansas just moved up.
I about got concerned fucking Saturday with that Duke UNC game.
Oh, who won? North Carolina won, right?
UNC won, yeah.
Is Duke ranked right now?
I'd have to give me a second. Sure.
Well, what happened? Like, did they Duke almost pull it off, or what?
So because we went out finally because all the fucking snow and ice and shit melting, we went out to finally celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday, which was fucking 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Saturday. So I wasn't able to fucking watch the game. And right as we were leaving the restaurant, which was fucking 2 hours from my house, I'm throwing that out there. Not my fucking call, so I just fucking went for the ride.
Yeah, just grin and bear it. Just take it. Just take it.
It was 5 minutes left, and Duke was up by like 10 points.
Oh, damn.
Again, it's basketball, so anything can fucking happen. There's 5 minutes on the fucking clock. So I'm like, oh, fucking UNC could pull this out their ass and fucking, hit a 3-pointer right at the fucking last second and fucking win it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what went through my brain. You want to know what they did?
What'd they do?
They hit a fucking 3-pointer at the last fucking seconds and won it.
They got to give you a fucking heart attack, don't they?
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm telling you, dude.
Like,
I'm telling you.
So where I'm at, it's such a fucking hodgepodge of Duke and UNC fans because, again, being the campuses are only fucking 35 minutes from each other.
Right. So it's like fucking Arizona State shit. It's like a
so it's like
good ass rivalry. Like,
it's a really good rivalry. But they gave me a fucking heart attack.
Oh yeah.
It was 5 minutes left on the clock and it was like 68 to fucking 58 or some shit like that. And I was like, fuck.
What was the final score?
Oh shit.
Sounds like a goddamn good game.
It was 81 to 77.
Okay.
So UNC won by 4 points.
Okay. But sounds like they were probably only up by one, and then they end up hitting a 3, to seal it basically.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It was one of those fucking like you're on the edge of your fucking seat games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I love with basketball, especially is every game it's like that. It doesn't matter because
unless it's a blowout. I mean, blowouts happen. Like I don't think there's going to be a blowout between Arizona and Kansas. I think it's going to be a slugfest. And
I haven't been paying much attention to Arizona and Kansas, so I wouldn't even fucking be able to really say.
Arizona is still fucking undefeated, and they've been ranked number 1 since like November or fucking December. I don't know when. I don't remember when they took over number 1, but they haven't lost it. Like and then Kansas has a great fucking team. I think they're ranked number 9. So like tonight on ESPN, if you're bored in about freaking 25 minutes or so, freaking I think number 1 Arizona's playing number 9 Kansas Jayhawks.
And to answer your question, Jay,
30
Duke's number
30 minutes
2.
that way for me.
Duke's number 2. UNC's number 8.
Damn. So that was a slugfest.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. That's what's
So
going to
that's
happen.
the equivalent of the one versus 9. So
I've been surprised the Wildcats haven't lost yet, and like, but they keep they're playing really good. This is probably one of the best Arizona Wildcats teams I've ever seen. Like,
yeah. So
not just because they're starting off undefeated. I mean, literally, like they come together as a team and they play as a fucking team.
we're also going we're going into March Madness now.
It's coming. That's why I'm getting freaked out. Arizona hasn't lost yet. This is I think this is the longest they've already set the record for. Yeah. They've already set the record for most wins in a season without a loss. Like they're like every time they win, they're just extending that record. Like they're already setting school records with this shit. Like I think this is probably the longest they've been ranked number 1, if I'm not mistaken, because they've held it, like for a hot minute. So I don't know. Like it's getting down. It's getting down to the nitty gritty, and college basketball is guaranteed to get the blood pumping. And
yeah. So for instance, on my side, Duke right now, their record is 32-7, and UNC is 29-9.
Okay, what's Arizona? What does it say for Arizona? I don't know how many fucking games they've played so far. I thought it was still in the 20s. I could be wrong.
Hold on.
Different college basketball teams have different schedules, so it's like it kind of falls all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. They're 23-0.
23-0. Okay, there you go.
And the Jayhawks are 18-5.
Jayhawks are 18-5, and the Jayhawks do have a good team. They are ranked number 9. Are they not? Is it 9 or 11? 9 or 11? I think they were 11 like 2 days ago.
They're number 9. Arizona's number 1.
So yeah, second night in a row, we got a top 10 matchup. Fucking, so here we go. Like, I don't know about you boys, I'm getting thirsty. What do you say? We gonna?
I'm always thirsty.
Are we? Just watch out for those live artillery shells.
Don't shove them up your rectum, by the way.
I'll try not to.
Viva la revolution!
I'll make sure to spit on it before I do.
Right?
I'm pretty sure it's not going to fucking change these factor of a rusty ass World War I artillery shell. Throwing it the fuck out there.
Lots of Vaseline, lots of baby oil. Okay, like get it nice and slippery.
And by lots of baby oil, we're talking like Diddy level
gallons,
baby oil.
Gallons. And I was lying earlier. I totally like butt stuff.
Well,
on that note,
yeah, man. So I mean, I could take it this week. I think it's my turn.
It is actually. You are up,
yeah,
my good sir.
Man, I feel like I haven't done one in a while. Holy crap! But guys, all jokes aside, we had a hell of an episode today. We had a good time. We say crazy things sometimes, but at the end of the day, when we shut off the lights and close the doors, and we take the belts off and lay back on our couch, we seem to forget sometimes that a lot of the stuff that we do is a distraction from some of the feelings that we have sometimes, and that's a good thing, What I'm trying to say is distract your mind, keep yourself busy. Sometimes you get into a situation and, I want to say like maybe about a month ago, I think I just did 1 week where I just sat down and did a damn thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did not do anything, and I just couldn't.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes you need that shit.
But it was because I was unmotivated, So I started getting in my head, So and then sometimes when you get in your head, you start thinking a couple things, and you try to find another way to, kind of fix that. So, with that, I, myself and my wife are going to start therapy, very soon. So I'm very excited about that, to be honest with you. Because, I don't have,
that's good. That's healthy. It's healthy.
Absolutely. And there's just some things I just, I want to be more motivated. I don't want to be lazy anymore. I don't want to be in my head when I'm not active.
I
Go
just,
ahead.
with you saying that, I just want to throw in there, there was some stuff this past week with me and the wife and the kid that I told everybody we're going to family therapy.
Yeah.
Starting this fucking, it might be March by the time I get us an appointment, but we're all going for fucking family therapy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like it's good to have a safe space. It's good to talk about the things that are going on in a controlled environment, so you can actually talk about shit without taking everything personal, or like John was saying, isolating and getting in your own head. Which leads to resentments and things building up that didn't mean a fucking thing in the first place. You know what I mean? Shit, just regular life. That's regular life shit, but it's easy to let that shit go, and it starts festering and it starts building,
Yeah.
and
Sorry, I got so
you need to get that shit out like that.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
that's
And
why
there's so
that's why I go to group therapy every week. That is like a weekly. I try very hard not to miss my group therapy. I try very very hard not to miss it. There are some weeks
yeah,
it sucks when I do. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and I don't want to. I kind of want to get that lack of motivation out of me. You know what I mean? I want to work out. I want to go. I want to do things. And sometimes I just don't. So I am gonna
It's
see
not easy.
therapy
It's not
about it.
easy to start habits. It is like
No.
it's and there's people that it comes a lot more naturally to than others. So it's the hard part a lot of times is finding whatever kickstarts the habit into gear. That's almost always there's like a catalyst or something occurs and you're able to start the discipline part of
Yeah.
forming
Like
forming a new habit or a new hobby or whatever.
yeah, like even to kind of like push my brain a little bit, so I'm not in these states. I started playing Magic the Gathering.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, I
I got homies back. I still play that shit.
yeah, and
Are
I'm
you
having a
playing
good
it like the physical game, or are you playing it through like
both.
if you're using the app? I need to reinstall it.
Yeah, so I'm playing it on several different ways right now. So I got
Are
a
you
bunch of
playing
cards
Arena?
up there. I got a bunch of cards over there on my bed. And then like I got a bunch of other cards on Tabletop Simulator, and then I play other ways where I'm able to upload my decks into a place where like, if I can't afford the cards, I could play it this way. You know,
John has a really big deck.
I do. I do. I actually have
That's
a
why
I
they
have a
call me Raheem. Oh wait, no, that's Cody Rhodes that said that.
yeah.
Everyone loves John's big deck.
Yeah. Well, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. This is all
Sorry,
jokes
sorry.
aside. No, no, no. You're good.
Door
But
was wide
yeah,
open.
I'm finding new hobbies. I'm distracting my brain. I'm figuring
Yeah.
something out because I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be lazy and stuff like that. So, guys, find a hobby. Find
Yeah,
something new to do. I mean, I mean, we're my wife, myself, and my wife, Squalini too. We're gonna be in our 40s in a couple years, and not a long couple years, a few short few years. I
no,
know,
whatever you
you
do.
know, and so
Fuck off.
It's
I
coming.
just feel like some people need to find
That's
some
what she said.
fulfillment, but then there's some people who are too afraid to get it going.
Well, you
So
got to
with
put yourself.
those who have a hard time figuring it out, there are people that you can talk to, and they're
Absolutely.
over at the National Suicide Hotline. You could hit 988 or 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK. They're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We just had a snowstorm and people were locked inside their house for days.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you that the numbers for the National Suicide Hotline were up. And I'm hoping that there was good success with those people who were snowed in and were able to make that phone call. You
Absolutely.
know, we hope that they were able to breathe another day, because that's what we ask for here at DD214. Whether it's you know and life is circumstantial, things happen, but the one thing that's for sure is that you don't get to make that decision yourself.
That's right.
So we're saying that again, guys. 988 or 1-800-273-8255. You are truly loved. You are truly loved. But
Absolutely.
man, this was a great episode. I feel like a lot of the shows that we've been doing have been like really becoming more natural, a lot more exciting. a lot more raw, and that's what we always strive to be
Yeah.
in Clean Sanchez Media, to be as authentic as possible, what Jay likes to call it,
Authentico.
kayfabe.
Yeah. As far as the show, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, lots of fun things are always happening. We're always having a good time, guys. Always feel free to join us for morning rips too if you're awake enough. I know Squillini does.
I've been meaning to like join you
I-
like for the last 2 weeks, and my sleep schedule has been a wreck.
I had the day off, and
I was gonna write to you too. You know that?
my sleep schedule was fucking off too.
Yeah,
It's like it's damn near like there's mornings where I'm like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm like, dude, I could just stay up a couple hours and be on freaking morning rips, and then next thing I know, I open my eyes and it's like 11:30, and I'm
Yep.
like, damn it, like, oh my god, yeah. It's a day. That's a day in the life of. That's just a day that ends in Y. Only thing that changes is like how much or how much more, how much less sleep I get that particular
that's true.
24-hour period.
I initially last night when I went to bed, knowing I had the day off, planned on fucking just popping in and being a guest on Morning Rips today, and then I slept until like 12:30.
Fuck yeah.
Just do it, man. Just do it. No, but fuck yeah. I love you guys. Thank you everyone for coming, hanging out, being part of the show, chatting with us, and then all for everyone who listens to the show and or watches it on Spotify and Apple and everywhere else. We have not forgotten you because I see the numbers. You guys are constantly going back and watching or listening to DD214 on Spotify. And we seem to have a lot of people that seem to enjoy our show on that platform there. So thank you guys.
How many do we usually get? Like a week maybe on Spotify.
Almost 50.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Almost 50 each episode. It varies, 20, 30, 15,
Sure.
50. It's
And if we're being fair, we do have better episodes than others sometimes. So like that.
Oh yeah, and they're all in there. They're all in there, and some episodes are not. But guys, thank you so much for coming to another episode. We will see you guys next Monday. See you guys later.